I apologize for the lack of production value on this video. I don't have a script in front of me, I'm not going to make something too fancy, and given the subject, it's probably appropriate that I don't. So what you see in the title and the thumbnail is true. I was demonetized completely on YouTube last week, last Friday, which is incredibly ironic because in that last Persona video that went out on Friday, I said, I believe verbatim, that I'm too old to work for free. And ironically, I worked for free. That video is for free. Because within a minute or two of it finishing uploading, I got the word from YouTube that I was no longer within compliance and was demonetized completely every single video ever. And that's going to last for at least 30 days. So you may have heard of some things that creators, maybe larger creators, run into sometimes in terms of being demonetized or losing monetization on a video or something like that. You may have heard of the terms copyright claims or copyright strikes. This is none of that. This is not a single video that got in trouble or anything like that. This is the entire channel falling out of compliance, according to YouTube's wording, and me being, like, de-verified as a partner, which, as long as I've been on YouTube, I sadly didn't know was a possibility. Even I have to, as much as I try to keep up with things, even I wasn't aware of this possibility. I, of course, tried reaching out to YouTube, didn't get a response. I imagine countless accounts go through this every single day. There's no open dialogue, there's no appeal system. I'm sure they think that they're justified every single time they do it, no matter what, and that they couldn't possibly make a wrong decision. I don't know. But the point is that it's going to stick for most of the month of May. So in an attempt to try to be as compliant as possible, you may have noticed that some older videos are now gone. Some things like compilations, little clips, basically anything that could possibly be construed as something I don't own or not being transformative in any way. I don't know if any one particular thing or things caused me to fall out of compliance, but basically I decided to say, yeah, I'm not going to take any chances. If there's anything I feel that could possibly stop my application from going through and getting re-verified at the end of the month, if it was something that I thought put that in danger, I took it down. It's completely gone, and it's not coming back, unfortunately. And given that every video that goes up, including this one, including any others over the coming weeks, are not monetized in any way whatsoever, I considered just shutting things down for the month. I considered not putting up anything because, again, it's essentially working for free. I know that's kind of a pessimistic sellout way of looking at things, but it's kind of hard to justify putting out, however many, like 14 hours, 15 hours of content without any sort of, compensation, or at least the regular compensation, YouTube ad revenue. So I considered just not doing it. But I thought about it some more and decided that it's not going to change anything. I'm still going to put out the same things that would normally come out every single day. The 2 series that have been ongoing will continue. If I had to make something else spontaneous and scripted like last week's video, I still would. The reason I chose to keep doing all of that is because I'm a big believer in sort of like a social contract, not in the term of like government from hundreds of years ago, but like the idea that as a creator, when you start doing something, there's sort of like this public obligation to see it through to the end. So I didn't think it'd be right to be like, well, I'll pick up in June or whatever. I didn't think that would be right. So nothing changes. I'll keep doing what I'm doing, even though it kind of goes against what I said last week. But I think it's the right thing to do. So hopefully it gets cleared up at the end of the month, but it might not. When this happened, I, of course, went through some other accounts of people having this happen to them, and there's some horror stories of people that essentially end up in limbo for, weeks or months. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully everything will go nice and smoothly, but maybe it won't. So beyond the 2 series that are currently running, I can't say I'll commit to anything if somehow I get screwed over and I end up in that dreaded limbo. But hopefully that doesn't happen. In the meantime, and I'm somewhat loath to bring this up, if you wanted to support me in other ways, you obviously could. There is a Patreon, which I shamefully added a couple of tiers to this past weekend after getting this news. So if you'd like to look at that, you may. If you wanted to make a one-time gift to me, you could do that as well. I'll leave the link to my Streamlabs in the description. That's also an option, but of course, don't feel obligated to do that. I'm not looking for you to, have to do that or anything. It's just, it's there. I will admit that while I've never made a lot of money on YouTube to begin with, there's a payment threshold that you have to hit, like a minimum, and I only hit it a couple every other month or so. But it does help when I do. It's nice to know that my phone bill is taken care of this month when it happens, or something like that, or I can pay this credit card bill and not have to worry about it thanks to YouTube. And at least next month, the month after, I'm probably not going to have that security, so that's why I bring up those other things, just so maybe I won't have to worry about those things. But even if I still do, I'll probably find a way to survive. Alright, that's all for now. Everything will continue on as normal for the time being. I will keep you guys updated if there's any sort of change, either through a new video or through one of those community posts that you sometimes see. I'll let you know when I send the application in at the end of the month, and if I get any sort of word back. Alright, see you guys later.